channel. So in today's video, I will be doing 9 Bible verses that are my personal favorite and some just inspirational Bible verses that can get you through a day or help you get through anything that you are trying to get to. So without further ado, let's get into those Bible verses and how I'm going to be doing this video. So basically what I am going to be doing is picking out some of my favorite Bible verses, and I will be telling them to you guys, telling you guys what they are and how they can help you during everyday life. And then at the end, I will rate each one of them from 1 to 10 based on their meaning and how they can affect anybody during daily life or just anything that they're going through. Basically, the meaning to them and how they can help people. So without further ado, let's get into reading the first Bible verse. So all these Bible verses will be going in alphabetical order, and we will be starting with Corinthians. So this one is the 1 Corinthians, not the second. It will be chapter 16, verse 13 of Corinthians. Corinthians, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start reading now. Be on guard, stand firm in the faith. Be courageous, be strong. So to me, this Bible verse means to never stop believing in him no matter what people say or what he does. So whatever the Lord puts you through, it will not always be easy. It will be hard sometimes. He will be testing you sometimes. So just do not give up on him, and because everything that you're going through right now is going to be given back to you in the future. So you will have good things happen to you, but there will be more good things happening to you than worse things happening to you. Whether you think that you're having more bad things happening to you than good things, the good things mean more than the bad things. So the next Bible verse that I have, and like I said, it's going in alphabetical order, it is Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. So that starts right here, so let me start reading now. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. So to me, this means that it tells you to never give up and believe what the Lord has planned for you. So if you want something to happen right then and there, it is not planned out that way, so it's not going to happen in that order. So something better might happen to you before you get that plan. So you might get something better than what you wanted before. So it also means to me that you should never give up, and what he has planned for you is the best for you, and it is never to hurt you. The Lord never wants to hurt you, and even though you may feel that way, he is doing it for the best, and he's always doing it for a reason. So that is what Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 means to me. So let's get into the next Bible verse, and I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. So please give it a big thumbs up, and before I get into the next Bible verse, please go subscribe and please like the video. Please comment down below and share it with friends and family if you like the Bible verses I picked out. So let's get into the next Bible verse. So the next Bible verse that I picked out is the 1 John chapter 3 verse 22. So that is the next one I will be reading to you guys, and that starts right here. So let me start reading. And we will receive from him whatever we ask, because we obey him and do the things that please him. So to me, this means that we will receive from him if we obey him. So just as we do our parents, just as we obey our parents and then they give us a treat or something that we've always wanted, it's just a reward thing to where you do what you're supposed to do and you'll get rewarded. But if you don't, then obviously you don't get what you want because you didn't earn it. So not everything is given to you, like I say, lots. So that is what that one means to me. I know there's a lot of other Bible verses. I did not get all of them because that is a lot of Bible verses to put in this video, and this video can take hours. So let's get on to the next Bible verse, and let's see what I have for you guys for the next one. So this next Bible verse is Proverbs chapter 18 verse 13, and let me just read this one to you guys, and then I'll get on with what I think of it. So chapter 18 is here, and it is on the next page. So right here. Spouting off before listening to the facts is both shameful and foolish. So, well, I think of this one, I actually read it somewhere else, and it was actually worded a little different, but it has the same, obviously, the same kind of lesson that they want you to learn from it. So this is what I think of it. I think that you have to listen before you speak, and a lot of people that they say, actually the version I read it said, that's why you have two ears and one mouth. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. I was about to say 2 eyes and 1 mouth, but that doesn't make sense. So, yeah, that's why a lot of people usually use the phrase you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, because you should always listen before you speak, and listening is better than speaking, so I think. So you should listen before you speak, and if you speak before listening, you have cut the person off, which is not very nice. And you need to first understand what they have said and then adjust to what they are trying to tell you. So what I think of this, so let's get back to this. It says, I think that you should listen before you speak, and if you speak before listening, you have cut the person off, which is not very nice, and you need to understand what they have said and adjust. So I also have trouble with this, like saying that I did something right and then it turns out you actually did it wrong. And that's just a mistake that people make, and you can always make improvement, and you are not always perfect, so you should listen to what people say. And let's get on to the next one, which will be here in a second. So the next Bible verse that I have for you guys is in Psalms, and it is chapter 5, verse 3. So it is right here, and I'm just going to start reading. Oh, sorry, I just moved it. Listen to my voice in the morning, Lord. Each morning I bring my request to you and wait expectantly. So what I think of this is that you are praying to him in the morning, and these aren't prayers that you don't expect to be answered right away, like during the night or something. You expect them to be, like, you should never expect a prayer to be kind of replied to right away. You kind of have to wait till he really thinks about it and just see how, and God already has everything planned out for you, so you're just praying because you're trying to encourage yourself that it's going to happen and that he's listening to you. So this is something that I think a lot of us do. We pray in the morning, and then, but I know no one expects it to be replied right then and there, and for it to be guaranteed to happen right away. So I just think that you just should never give up when you pray to him, because once you pray to him, he's not going to give it to you right away. It takes time, and that you just need to keep going and not give up. And if you give up, then the Lord he won't be very happy, because he knows that you are a great person and you believe in him, and if you believe in him, you won't give up on him. So that is all I have for that one. So now let's get into another one, which is also in Psalms. So this next one is also Psalms, like I said. So this one will be chapter 34, verse 8. So I'm just going to start reading, and then I'll get into my thoughts on this verse. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, the joys of those who take refuge in him. So what I think of this is that you should kind of like see that the Lord does everything for a reason. Like, I know I mentioned this a lot, and I feel like a lot of these verses have the same thought. Like, there's something very big in the Bible to me that just everything shows that the Lord does stuff for a reason, because that's all our life is about. It's him doing something, either good or bad, it doesn't matter, and it's all for a reason. And I don't know how else like to say, that's what I feel like a lot of this is about, and a lot of them have the same concepts, and I'm sure that you guys notice that too. So comment down below if you guys notice that, and vote in the polls if you guys notice that or have the same thought as me. So like I said, you should see that the Lord does everything for a reason, and you should believe that, and you should, like I just said, that you should believe that the Lord is doing it for a reason, not believe that he's doing it to hurt you or something. So you just need to remember that. And you have to know he's keeping you safe. Like, it's basically the same thing. Situations keep you safe, and certain situations are not as good, and they, like I said, they all happen for a reason. So I know I repeated that a lot, but it's just what I think, and a lot of this goes along together, and everything kind of connects to me. So that is my thoughts on Psalm verse 34, chapter 34, verse 8. So let's get on to the next Bible verse. So the next Bible verse I'll be reading is Romans chapter 8, verse 18, and that starts just under the future of glory. So let's read, and then I'll give you guys my feedback and what I think of it. Yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us later. So to me, that means that you need to be patient with your prayers, and what you pray for is not going to come right away, and that you just need to be very patient, otherwise you can get impatient. And I feel like some of that leads to disconnection with you and the Lord because of your belief, and you're starting to lose hope that your prayer will come true. So that is really all I have to say about that one. I know that is something that I have discussed before, I think, and something that I talk about and go based off a lot. So that is all I have for that one. So let's get into the next verse. So the next verse is Romans chapter 8, verse 28. So that is not too far from the one I just read, and it is right here. So let's start reading it. And we know that God causes God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are everything and are called according to his purpose for them. So to me, that verse means that everything God does is for the best, and he will put people's prayer in action who show they believe in him. So he's not going to give people blessings or show them that he heard their prayer unless you are doing the right things, and unless that you are, he just wants to make sure that you are showing that you trust in him and that you are obeying and doing what he would want you to do. So you just need to make sure that you are doing the right things, and he only gives blessings to who are working hard and doing their best to obey the Lord. So that is all I have for Romans chapter 8, verse 28. So let's get on to another Romans chapter, and this will be the last one of Romans. So the last verse in Romans is chapter 15, verse 13. And this one says, I pray that God, the source of hope, will fill you completely with joy and peace because you trust in him. So basically, because you trust in the Lord and you do the good things that he wants you to do, he wants you to have a happy life. So he is going to bless you with that because you are doing good deeds, and you are doing what he would want you to do if he was here, and you just are doing the right things. So he is going to give you a great life. So like I said, these were 9 Bible verses that I liked and that I thought had very good meaning. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me how you guys if you guys liked how I explained them, and what else I could add to them, or anything that you guys think can be added to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember to subscribe, like, comment down below, and share if you have not already. So that is all I have for you guys. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.